If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for joining. Right, so this video today is going to be a live tarot card reading all about what makes this connection so special. You're probably right now thinking of a special person and you want to know more about this connection and you want to get a little bit deeper into this connection. So I'm here today to answer all of your queries with Spirit. Whoa, that's way too much, Spirit. We're going to put those back and continue to shuffle them, but I can already see that this is going to be a really special reading. Let's get straight into it. Let's find out, please, Spirit, what makes this connection so special. Okay, so with the Two of Wands, I can see that one of the reasons this connection is so special is because it can essentially travel the distance. It can last and it can work throughout trials and tribulations, through different struggles, and it builds upon your trust for each other. The more that you are able to love one another, the more that you will find this connection is beneficial. I'm seeing that, like, because you are like, as I said earlier, it can work the distance. If you are like traveling to see each other, or you are making this work over a long distance connection, it's really working and thriving because of how much you put into each other. This isn't just something that is not getting seen by Spirit. Spirit sees how much energy you are putting into this connection and how deep this connection goes, but also it sees how much self-care you are putting into your own self as well. So it sees how much you are thriving right now. So one of the reasons this connection is so special is because not only do you really deeply care about your person, but you are an independent individual. You are able to assess your own situation and come up with the best kind of possible situation, best kind of outcome from this situation. So it's actually a really good connection because you have a very deep bond together and with Spirit, but also you fit into the world nicely. Like, you really fit in. Whether you fit into your own little communities and niches, or whether you actually like fit into like popular mainstream society, it doesn't really matter. I can see a lot of you, especially people that are subscribed to this channel, are definitely in the niche kind of area where you are thinking about your person is going to have similar interests to you, and those interests that your person has might not necessarily be what everybody has, but the people that do have those similar interests to you really love that, and they love the way that your connection actually works. And I can see that actually the two of you are going to be doing like couples photo shoots, you're going to be traveling together, you're going to be doing a lot more things together, and you're going to be like wearing matching outfits, you're going to be spending time together like over the holidays, whether you celebrate the holidays or not. You're really going to be making sure that you are including one another and making sure that you both feel very loved and nurtured during this time. So I can see that a lot of you are going to just be really taking this connection to the next level, and whatever that may look like for you, it's going to be progressing a lot. You can overcome difficult situations as well, so that's one of the things that makes this situation so special. The Hermit in reverse. So one of the things that makes this relationship so special is your ability to showcase your passion for one another, your ability to actually really say like, hold on, I'm not always going to put myself first. Sometimes I'm going to make my person feel special. And again, the fact that you really showcase this to other people, the fact that you are not holding back upon this and you don't hide your feelings for your person makes this really special. Like, I can see that even though you don't necessarily talk about your person, like when you're out in the community, when you are on your platform, when you're working, when you're doing your thing, whatever it may look like for you, you might not necessarily always be mentioning your person, and you might not be ever like speaking about them by name, but definitely a lot of your content may relate to them, and you have like them in your pictures, or you have something to do with them in your life that reminds you of them a lot, and they come up a lot in your day-to-day basis. This really makes other people respect you, and again, it makes this connection stronger, and it makes this connection something that, while it is, if it is on public display, it's not something that's going to be like embarrassing. It's not going to be something that you are scared of showing to other people, because you know that it's a really positive connection, you know that it is a beautiful connection, and you know that it is something that fills you with pride. So yeah, this connection is really special because you really don't hold back. You put this beautiful energy out into the community that lets your person know how loved they are. It lets the community know how much you love your person, and it lets everybody around you really feel this bliss. Okay, so you've got the Five of Wands card coming out in reverse, which is another card that suggests that this connection is really peaceful. This connection is really calm, and this connection, oh my goodness. Can I report here? That essentially makes other people want to be involved in this connection. It makes other people feel proud of who you are and what you've got. Like, I can see you are ignoring any kind of negativity that comes your way, and this connection is a beautiful place for you to thrive and grow. That's one of the things that makes this connection so beautiful. It's almost like the Garden of Eden, how beautiful this connection is, what you are able to build, and how much peace you have, how much harmony you have within this connection. It definitely makes other people evil eye this connection, and they look into it, and they want to be part of this connection. And that is one of the things that makes this connection so very special and unique, is because you are so not afraid of how other people are going to view you, that you are so authentically true to yourself. You don't hold back on who you are. It gives you another level of confidence, and it helps you to feel who you are as a person. Again, there is so much deep peace within this connection. You don't worry about negative things that are going on in this world, and you don't have much drama and conflict in this connection. You may be like worried because you may have like little disagreements and things that lead you to think that you don't always see eye to eye. Like, I don't see this connection argues a lot, but I can also see that your disagreements aren't that bad compared to what the collective is going through with their connections and their partnerships as well, because there is a lot of deep trust within this relationship, and you don't let other people put this connection down. Ooh, the Magician in reverse. I can see that one of the things that makes this connection so special and important is because it is really unique. It's actually something that not a lot of people can manifest. Something like this, like, you may have differences between you, or something that makes you two so special and stand out there. Again, I'm seeing a lot of you having this niche where you are fitting into your own category. I keep saying that, and a lot of you may not know what that actually means, and it essentially means you have your own brand or style that categorizes you how you want to be. So it's like almost a box or a label, but it's not something that makes you feel uncomfortable or judged. It's something that actually makes you feel good about yourself. Yeah, it's like your brand. And again, I can see this connection really is a hard connection to ground in the physical 3D, but you guys have been able to do it. You two have been able to share this special bond that other people can't get into and they can't relate to because they don't have the same bond and connection. They don't gel, but also they don't understand each other in the same way. They don't have the same traits that you two share. So for the collective that is viewing this, I can see that this other person you're thinking of is very unique, and that makes you feel very proud of the connection. So again, it's something that you will see gaining a lot of popularity and public attention because of the fact that not a lot of people have this, and it wasn't easy to build, and other people see how hard it was for you to build and how much energy you have put into this, how much you have wanted this to grow and thrive, and as a result of this, how much harmony and bliss you have in this relationship. Okay, so the Two of Cups card is coming out in reverse, signifying that you guys aren't just in it for the public eye. You guys are actually, what makes this connection so deeply special and unique is that other people don't always assume that this is going to be your conventional type of relationship, and they don't actually understand how you have made it work. And so it is very hard to replicate or to imitate. I'm not from South London. No, do I sound like I'm from South London? Anyway, it is very difficult to try and adapt this relationship style to fit to other people's needs. So as a result, other people don't really tend to get too involved into this relationship, and it makes sure that you two really care about each other. It's not just something that is surface level. It's something that carries a deeper bond and a tie to it that, again, other people want to be involved with, but they can't be involved in it. Oh, the Devil in reverse. So this relationship may seem fiery and spicy, but what makes it so harmonic is the fact that you are actually tied to God. This relationship isn't something that makes you doubt your faith or your beliefs. You know that you share, like you actually may be of the same religion or non-religion. Well, I can see that actually this is quite a religious relationship. You might not necessarily call it a religion, but anyway, I can see that you share beliefs and you share passions. So because of this, you know that there is no ties, there is no karmic connections and no cords that are causing this to feel like it shouldn't be what it is. It is just a purely loving relationship, and you don't feel like jealous of one another. You don't feel sad about this connection because you know that it has been guided by God. So yeah, that's such a special thing to know within your relationship. Not many people actually know that their relationship is driven by God. You know that, like, this is a divine marriage, this is a divine union. You may actually be of a young age when you're finding this out, or a younger age than most people usually find this out, but this is the type of relationship that is supposed to last a lifetime, but not with like negative ties to it. Not because you're like tied into a relationship where you can't afford a divorce, or you are in it because you want each other's money or you want each other's physical items. You're actually in this relationship because it fulfills both of you and makes you both feel like greater people. It makes you know your soul purpose, and it drives you to be more of a strong individual. It drives you to be more who you are. You actually feel like you know where you're going in life when you are with your person, because you can see all of these plans taking a shift in your life already. We've got the moon in reverse as well, so this shows me that this connection isn't easy to read. That's one of the things that makes this connection so divine. This relationship doesn't have red flags that the outside can see, because you two don't really have any red flags. It's something that it doesn't have a lot of darkness to it. It has a lot of depth, but it doesn't have a lot of darkness to it. It has a lot of tone and quality, but there is so much balance within this relationship. There is so much light energy that people don't tend to bring out the dark side of this relationship, like, ever. We've got the Knight of Cups card coming out blocked. So this is showing me that one of the reasons this connection is so important is because you speak your truth. You don't hold back your emotions. You know that what you want from this relationship is what you're going to get. It's pretty simple. What you see is what you get, and what you ask for from God is also what you get within this relationship. You know that your manifestations come pretty easily within, like, it may not have been easily to manifest this relationship, but you know your manifestations come easily within this relationship. Like, the things that you want to build together, they actually come really quickly and really easily. And I can see that you two are building your own empire. That's one of the things that makes this connection so special, is actually you are building upon something that other people can't, and you are so relaxed about sharing your energy with your other person that it's such a beautiful empire, because there isn't this selfish, greedy energy there. Okay, the Ten of Wands card is coming out. One of the things that makes this connection so important is because you know that there is a lot of responsibility within this connection, and you do your fair share of the work. You also see that your person puts in an equal amount of commitment as well, and your person is equally as faithful and loyal to you. You sometimes maybe take this person for granted, though, and Spirit wants you to remember that this connection is so deep that you don't want to place burdens upon your person. We've got the Page of Swords card coming out in reverse, which shows me that you really would fight for your person through thick and thin. You really would do anything for your person, and you really do love your person. You really don't want to do anything that would jeopardize this connection, and you see yourselves building upon this connection. You see that this connection is worth being in. You don't want to cut your person off. You don't want to keep breaking up and getting back together. You know that this is a lifelong commitment, and that is again what makes this connection so different to other people's connections, because oftentimes when you're in a relationship you don't know where it's going, you don't know what's going to be the outcome of it, but this relationship, you know, is essentially perfect. It's what you have called in for yourself. We've got the King of Cups in reverse, which shows me that this is actually the type of relationship that you don't lose sleep over, you don't cry over it, you don't feel like you have to tread on eggshells. You know that you are comfortable to be who you are around your person, and you don't feel like you have to waste your time being a false person. You know that who you are meant to be is going to naturally show throughout this connection. You don't have to put on a false front, and you don't have to reveal too much of yourself. You don't have to expose yourself in ways that make you uncomfortable. So again, this is a change. This is different to most relationships, but actually with the Wheel card, Wheel of Fortune coming out in reverse, it shows me that your destiny isn't fixed within this relationship, and that's what makes it so different, because it's not a fixed connection. You guys are so special, and you are connected by more than just the physical reality. You're connected by more than just what you can see with your eyes. It's something that, again, you can't replicate this kind of energy. It's something that is, it's like the wind is how I see this energy. It's something that it drifts and it flows, and it is beautiful, because love isn't supposed to be a constant. Love isn't supposed to be something that is ingenuine. It's supposed to be something that shifts and moves, and this relationship, it goes with the seasons. It doesn't just stay stubborn with what it knows. I can see that definitely, like, the two of you are probably not both fixed star signs, or you both don't have like fixed signs dominantly in your chart. Like, one of you may, or one of, like, both of you even may not, and this helps this connection to be easier. It helps this connection to flow and maintain more balance throughout the changes. It doesn't have to be rigid. It is something that actually, you know, will go through its trials and tribulations, because again, it's not forcing anything. It's not unrealistic. These expectations that get put onto this relationship are very much realistic expectations, and it's not something that's going to be here today, gone tomorrow, because it goes with the flow, it goes with the state of balance. So on the bottom of the deck, we've actually got the 9 of Wands card in reverse, that shows me you guys don't want to hurt each other. You guys also, like, you don't want to get hurt by this connection. So you are treating your person the way you want to be treated, but you guys don't necessarily want other people to know this about this connection, because it may have had its difficulties in the past, or you may have come from an unstable background, and you may not want other people to, like, feel jealous that you have built something that is worth lasting these days. So as a result of this, Instead, you hold this connection very close to your heart, to your chest. Wow, the Two of Wands card is coming out in reverse, which shows me that this connection isn't the type of connection that you are juggling. You're not struggling to maintain balance within this relationship. You know your role, you know what your person's role is, and you know how this relationship's going. You don't feel like you need to look outside of this connection, not even like for material stability. You actually feel very blissful with your person, and that is one of the things that makes this connection so special and unique, because we're in 2025. There are so many people who are wanting to tamper with other people's connections, and so many connections that are just for the public eye, so many connections that aren't genuine. But this connection is something that is stable, it's real, it is something that you feel secure in. You don't, that's one of the reasons why you don't feel the need to look outside of this relationship, because you know your person's not looking outside this relationship. You don't even need to pray to ask for this, although you do probably pray for this connection because it is a very spiritual connection. I can definitely see that it is so special and unique. You know your person is always going to be faithful to you, and that makes you want to match their loyalty. You want to meet them with this same level of respect. But we've got the Tower card coming out, so it shows me that this connection, that's one of the reasons why it is so special, actually, because it goes through the thick and thin. Unlike a lot of relationships where you may feel like you are gonna lose each other, if it's always good and it's always nice, and if you ever went through something that was difficult, you would lose one another. It's not like that. It's actually a relationship where you know that you can count on each other even through the dark times. I see through sickness and health. This is the type of relationship that you can take a vow upon, and you know that your person's gonna have your back. So it's not something that's really shocking to you guys to know that, yeah, you're going to have tough times throughout this relationship. You're going to go through it, but you can trust each other and you can depend on each other throughout these times, because with the Five of Cups card coming out in reverse, it's showing me that you guys, you really don't have to fight for each other. You guys really don't leave each other out. Like, I can see even when you guys like go to the shop, when you guys are getting on with your routine, you guys are involving each other. Even if you're not taking each other to the shop, you're asking what they want to drink, what they want to eat as well, and you're really thinking about them the whole time you are shopping and going around your business, going about your daily business. It's something that you're selfless with. It's something that you would always make sure that you put your person first, and you make sure that they respect their boundary. You're making sure that you are respecting their boundaries, and that the boundaries within the relationship are being respected as well, and that you have a clear pathway of how you should be treating one another. I mean, there is a lot of mutual love for each other as well throughout this connection, and it's a very deeply stable connection. It is stable. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles coming out as well. So that's one of the things that makes this connection so special, is because you've grown a lot together, you've built a lot together. You know how to have a good time together and how to build upon your future, and how to look for more inspiration on how to make times better, even when you do go through times when you don't have as much abundance, because of how well you have done throughout this relationship. You still have a lot going for you as well. Like, you guys are still stable. It's not just something that is, I'm not going to take that because it fell out, but yeah, anyway. It was actually the Ten of Cups in reverse, so I don't want to take that card for sure. And it did fall out. Okay, with the Seven of Cups card coming out in reverse, this connection is actually really divine because you don't have the choice of having other people. This is again showing me that you two are very loyal and faithful to one another. It's not a conventional relationship, but you guys know that you can trust one another. You guys know that no matter where you go, no matter what you go through, you can always count on your person, and you actually appreciate all of the things that you do for one another. So you don't feel like you need to look for other people. You don't feel like you need to look too far outside of this connection for happiness and love. Because you know that this is your person, you know that they are special to you. Wow, we've got the Ten of Swords card coming out in reverse. So again, this is a card that signifies there is a lot of loyalty and a lot of ability to depend on one another. You guys are able to see the truth within this connection, and because of this, you guys are able to stop each other from getting hurt. You guys are able to prevent each other from going through situations that feel difficult. You guys are able to put each other and your feelings first. You guys critically think before doing things. It's quite a quick mechanism that you go through in your brain, but it is something that is second nature to you. But you think about how your actions are going to affect your person before you even take these actions. So because of this, you don't do things that harm your person or this connection. We've got the Nine of Cups card coming out in reverse. And this is a really interesting card because it shows me that this relationship isn't stubborn. Again, this shows me that this connection is willing to move with the times. It's willing to go with the flow. It's willing to change throughout societal pressures. And it's something that, as we are going through a increasing amount of changes, we know that at least you can depend on your person. I can see that they are like the other half of you, and you couldn't imagine them even being with other people. Like, there is so much love and connection. I'm actually gonna like leave a song in the description that reminds me of this because it's making me feel like you found your person and you were like, wow, this person is similar to me. We have similar beliefs, we have similar ideologies, and it feels like they have always been this song of my life. They've always been this bright spark, and they are able to light up your mind. They awaken you, they awaken your senses, and it's just so beautiful. With the Eight of Cups, I can see that this connection is so special because you're never going to leave one another. Like, this connection is guided by not only spirit, but by your intuition, and you know that neither of you are ever going to up and leave one another. You know that you can depend on one another. And again, this shows me that this connection is so special because of loyalty. So the main themes that have come out in this reading, which is actually where I'm going to end it now, are the themes of loyalty and dependability upon one another. All of the cards that we have gotten today show me that it's not something that is codependent. You have to think about that very carefully, but it is something that you know you can trust in one another, and you know that this love is something that is very special and very unique. So again, the main themes that have come up today are the themes of loyalty and faithfulness. And that is one of the things that you need to be grateful for and nurture within this connection, because Spirit really wants you to understand that this is so special. This is so unique, and not everybody gets someone like this in your lifetime. So yes, this connection is special. Those are the reasons why, especially the fact that you two are so proud of one another, that you two would never stray from one another, keeps this relationship going, shows you that it is very different from other relationships. If there is anything else you want to know, please do let me know. However, this is where I'm going to be ending this reading today. I hope that you really enjoyed it, and I will be bringing out lots of interesting and exciting content for the Taurus season and the month of May. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. And I will see you next time. Thank you very much for joining me today. See you. One love.